distinguished chief guest, respected dignitaries, and esteemed faculty members, a very good morning to one and all. It is with immense pride, joy, and a deep sense of privilege that I stand before you today to welcome you to Sambhrama 2026. The very word Sambhrama evokes celebration, enthusiasm, and a shared sense of achievement. And today, we truly embody all of that and more. This occasion is not merely a formal gathering. It is a vibrant reflection of our collective journey at St. Aloysius deemed to be university, a journey shaped by dedication, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Each individual present here contributes to the rich tapestry of this institution, making it a space where knowledge thrives, creativity blossoms, and aspirations take flight. Today is about recognizing not only success, but the spirit that fuels it, the passion to innovate, the courage to strive, and the discipline to excel. May today's celebration fill us with pride for what we have achieved and renewed motivation for what lies ahead. With that, let us embark on this wonderful journey of celebration and recognition, Sambhrama 2026. As members of one academic family, we stand together not only in celebration, but also in solidarity during times of concern and loss. Before we begin, let us take a brief moment to remember those in our thoughts and prayers. We earnestly pray for the speedy recovery of our respected rector, Reverend Father Melvin Joseph Pinto, S.J., that he may regain strength and return to us in good health very soon. We also remember with deep sorrow the departed soul of Mr. Chetan Shettigar's father, who passed away yesterday. May his soul rest in eternal peace, and may his family be granted strength and comfort during this time of loss. Let us observe a moment of silence. Thank you. To invoke divine blessings upon this gathering and to mark an auspicious beginning, I invite Madam Vinaya Durga to lead us in the prayer. Kindly rise for the prayer.
ये मालिक तेरे दुनिया में है, हमको तेरा ही आसरा। ये मालिक तेरे दुनिया में है, हमको तेरा ही आसरा। मन डरता है बुझ जाए नाए, सांसों का छोटा सा दिया। मन डरता है बुझ जाए नाए, सांसों का छोटा सा दिया। जब आंधी हो हवाएं, सहमी हो सारी दिशाएं, जब दुख की हो घटाए, तो हम जाए कहाँ। ए मालिक तेरे दुनिया में है, हमको तेरा ही आसरा। मन डरता है बुझ जाए नाए, सांसों का छोटा सा दिया। सांसों का छोटा सा दिया।
Thank you, ma'am, for that serene and soulful prayer. Now is the time to welcome our dignitaries to the dais. I request our conveners for the day, Ms. Binny Chan and Ms. Aldrina, to kindly escort the dignitaries. We are honored to have with us today Dr. Ronald Nazareth, the registrar of our university and the chief guest for the day, and Reverend Dr. Praveen Martis, S.J., our honorable vice chancellor. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome them with a warm round of applause. We are truly privileged by your presence, which adds immense grace and significance to this occasion. warm welcome sets the tone for every memorable gathering. I invite Ms. Binny Chan, the convener of Sambhrama 2026, to deliver the welcome address.
A very good morning to all of you present here. I, Binny Chan, convener of Sambhram 2026, feel privileged to stand before you and extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to everyone present here. Excellence is not a destination, rather, it is a continuous journey that never ends. With this thought, it gives me immense pleasure and honor to welcome you all for this Sambhram, a celebration of dedication, commitment, and excellence. I extend my respectful welcome to our esteemed President, Reverend Dr. Praveen Martis SJ, whose visionary leadership continues to inspire us all. A warm welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Ronald Nazareth, whose presence adds great value and significance to this occasion. I also extend a special welcome to my co-convener, Ms. Alrina, for her constant support and coordination in making this event possible. Our sincere greetings to the directors, deans, and heads of various departments whose guidance and leadership shape the foundation of our institution. A heartfelt welcome to all our faculty members and the committee heads of Sambhram 2026 who are the backbone in putting up this program today. Today, Sambhram is not just an event, it is a celebration of people, passion, and perseverance. It is a moment where we pause to recognize and honor the outstanding contribution of our staff members who have gone above and beyond in their journey of service. Recognition is the greatest motivator. Through this platform, we acknowledge not only achievements, but also the dedication and commitment that often go unseen. We are also deeply honored to have among us our retired and retiring staff members whose years of service have laid a strong foundation for what we are today. Your legacy continues to inspire us, and we are forever grateful for your invaluable contribution. As we begin this beautiful morning, let us come together to celebrate excellence, cherish memories, and create new inspirations. Once again, I welcome each one of you to Sambhram. May this event be meaningful, memorable, and motivating for all of us. Thank you, and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, ma'am, for those gracious words of welcome. A very warm welcome to you also. Now we move into the most awaited part of the day, the felicitation ceremony, where we celebrate excellence across various academic and service contributions. I now call upon Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty to read out the names of the recipients of the Best Paper Award.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, respected Registrar, conveners, dear staff members, and research scholars. I'm very happy today morning to do few important announcements. This academic year, our staff and students published 13 Q1 journal publications, 11 in Q2, 2 in Q3, 1 in Q4, more than 120 peer-reviewed articles are published by our faculty members. 13 people applied for 15 patents. 1 design registration is also done by our faculty. Honorable Vice Chancellor agreed to honor all these patent applied people as well as publishers today. This year we started incentives for research publication. All eligible Q1 and Q2 category papers already given incentives. Therefore, for Sambhrama, Best Paper Award category, Q1 and Q2 papers are not considered, whereas we consider other papers. And I thank all the external reviewers for evaluating the best paper publications. Now, may I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to give away the prizes for the best paper category. School of Physical Sciences, Dr. Akshata R. Salian. She published one paper in Journal of Pharmaceutical and Biological and Chemical Sciences. She got one MDS project of 2 lakh, also 2 book chapters. This time she is awarded with the PhD guideship as well. Under School of Life Sciences, Dr. Asha Abraham's publications in Q3 journal is recognized for best paper. She also guided one student for PhD this year. Along with that, she published 2 articles in Q2 category journals. School of Arts and Humanities, best paper award goes to Ms. Sunita Machado. She published an article in National Research Journal, Information Technology and Information Science. She also published one more research article in the same journal. School of Commerce, Finance and Accountancy, best paper award goes to Dr. Swati Bhatt. She published one article along with her student in MedZ journal. She also published 4 other research articles and authored 2 books. She also applied for 1 patent. School of Information Technology, Ms. Vanaja A. Her best paper published in Journal of Intelligence, Engineering and Systems. She also authored 1 more book chapter. School of Languages and Cultural Studies, best paper award goes to Dr. Severin Pinto. She has published 4 research articles. Best paper award is given to the article published in MedZ journal. School of Business and Management, best paper award goes to Dr. Divyashree M. She published an article in Academy of Marketing Studies journal. She also published an article in Q1 category journal. School of Engineering, Dr. Ruben S. published an article in Healthcare Settings in Coastal Karnataka using artificial network. Also published 6 more articles in various journals. Now I request Dr. Vinola Rodriguez to continue with Physical Sciences other category awards.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to announce the list of awardees from the School of Physical Sciences. The first awardee, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Reverend Dr. Praveen Martis S.J. Father has received 2 MGAS funded projects with amount of rupees 2 lakhs each. Father is the President of Xavier Board of Higher Education in India for a period of 3 years. Father has been conferred the prestigious Peace and Conflict Transformation Research Award by the World Management Congress. He is the governing body member, Father Muller Medical College. He is the governing board member of St. John's Institutions, Palghar, Mumbai. He is the governing board member, Xavier University, Patna. Next awardee, Sister Dr. Susaimal, has received a MGAS funded project of rupees 1,80,000. She has published an article in the Scopus Indexed Q2 journal and has also received DCMP Best Presentation Award for Young Researcher, a copper medal. Next, Dr. Rachel Natasha Mary has received a MGS funded project of rupees 2,20,000. She has published a book chapter and has also been recognized as a new research guide at St. Aloysius deemed to be university. Ms. Prima Ciela Pais has received a MGS funded project of rupees 1,60,000 and has also published a book chapter. Dr. Ashwini has received a MGS funded project of rupees 2,20,000 and has been recognized as a new research guide at St. Aloysius deemed to be university. Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty has been awarded the IKS grant for the project proposal titled Parampara in Practice, Role of Traditional Communities of Tulunadu in Psychological Stress Release and Social Harmony through Ritual Practices. Sir has also published 2 patents. Dr. Rita Krasta has been awarded a grant of rupees 2 lakhs to conduct a national seminar in Konkani from All India Council for Technical Education from AICTE Vani. She has published 5 research articles in the conference proceedings. Dr. Lavina D'Souza has received a MGS funded project of rupees 1,50,000. Ms. Hensel Cleta Pinto has received a MGS funded project of rupees 1,50,000. Dr. Ronald Nazareth has published 3 research articles in Q1 Journal. Sir has authored 2 book chapters and also published 2 patents. Dr. Vinola Zina Rodriguez has published 1 research article and also upgraded her qualification by completing the Bachelor's of Education degree with CGPA of 7.85. Dr. Emmanuel Deepak De Silva has published 1 research article and has 3 research publications in the conference proceedings. Ms. Manisha S. Alva has published 2 articles in Scopus Q1 Journal. Ms. Rollin Preeta Vas has worked on a project as a summer research fellow under the supervision of Professor Satyajit Roy, Indian Institute of Technology, Chennai. Dr. Anupriya Shetty has published 1 research article in Scopus Q3 Journal. She is also awarded PhD for the thesis titled A Study on Sets with More Products Than Quotients from NIT K. Surathkal. Dr. Aruna Kalkurti has published 3 research articles and has received the Best Paper Award for the paper titled Bridging Barriers, Indigenous Challenges in the Digital Financial Frontier at a national conference held at NMC Sulya. Ms. Soumya T has published 1 research article and has authored 1 book chapter and published 1 book. She has cleared KSET and has also received the Best Paper Award for the paper Digital Wallet Adoption, a Gender-Based Comparative Analysis. Dr. Neelakantan VK has co-authored and presented 6 research articles in the conference proceedings. Ms. Deeksha N. Bangera has published 1 patent. Ms. Sneha Saji has published 1 patent. Ms. Sweetal Basil has cleared KSET. Now I request Dr. Hari Prasad Shetty to continue with the list. Sorry, Madam Renita will read the flute.
Good morning, everyone. The list of Sambhrama awardees from School of Life Sciences is as follows. Dr. Hari Prasad Shetty, he has received a MGS major research project of rupees 4 lakhs and also has published a book chapter. Ms. Shamina K.A. has received a MGS minor research project of 2,60,000 and has also published a book chapter. Ms. Velina D. Almeida has received a MGS minor research project of 1,90,000. Dr. Sana Sheikh has been granted MGS major research project of 4,10,000 and has published 3 book chapters. Dr. Renita Maria D'Souza has received a MGS minor project of 2,10,000 and has published a book chapter. Dr. Pallavi Baliga has received a MGS major research project of 4,20,000 and has published a book chapter. Dr. Vaishali Rai has received a MGS minor research project of 2,20,000 and also has been granted a patent for the invention titled Anti-Cancer Compound, a process for isolating the same. Dr. Daniela Ann Chine has received a startup grant of rupees 43.3 lakhs and has also received a travel grant from the government of Meghalaya for presenting research work. She has also received the Best Paper Presentation Award for the paper titled Under Wild Coriander as a Functional Bioresource, Nutritional, Phytochemical and Drying Kinetics Evaluation. Dr. Phoebe Lucas has published a paper in Q1 Journal indexed in Scopus, SCIE and PubMed. She has also received a startup grant for induction into biomedical and health research titled Jackfruit Rachis, Dietary Fiber, Nutraceutical Formulations and Evaluation for Type 2 Diabetes mellitus Management through preclinical and clinical investigations with a funding of 43,31,000. Dr. Santosh Govias has published a research article in the Journal of Molecular Structure with an impact factor of 4.7. He has also published a research article in the Journal of Plant and Fungal Research, published a patent titled Artificial Intelligence-Based System for SDG Identification. Mr. Glavin Thomas Rodriguez has published a research article. He has 1 book chapter being published and has won the 2nd Best Paper Award for the paper titled The Conceptualization, a Modern Lake for the Urban City, Study on the Lakes of Mangaluru. Miss Claret Shalini D'Souza has published a research article in Q1 journal indexed in Scopus, Sci and PubMed. She has also published a research article in Scopus and Web of Science and has also co-authored a book. Dr. Dakshayani has co-authored 3 research articles and has also received Best Paper title, Green Synthesis and Applications of Silver Nanoparticles. Dr. Jyoti Miranda has published 1 book chapter and she has been recognized as a new research guide at St. Aloysius deemed to be University. Dr. Srijesh PC has published 1 patent and published 1 article in Research Journal of Pharmacy and Technology, Scopus Indexed Q2 Journal. Reverend Father Royston Martha has 2 MGS funded grants. Dr. Lineth D. Raslado has published 1 patent. Mr. Kiran Vatike has secured first place in Wiki Science Photography Competition state level and second place Wiki Science Photography Competition India 2025 at the national level under camera category organized by Wikimedia Commons India. Dr. Gigi George received the Best Project Award from the Karnataka State Council for Science and Technology. The project was adjudged as the Best Project of the Year 2025 and was sanctioned and funded by the Karnataka State Council for Science and Technology. Dr. Yuet Vilda Jaiva received Symposia grant of 1.7 lakhs from Anushandhan Research Foundation 2025-26, Department of Science and Technology, New Delhi, Government of India, for conducting a 2-day national conference on future of food, harnessing life science and food technology for sustainable future. Ms. Meghna A.T. received Symposia grant of 1.7 lakhs from Anushandhan Research Foundation, Department of Science and Technology, conducting a 2-day national conference on future of food harnessing, life science and food technology for sustainable future. Mr. Swarup Kumar, full-time research scholar, Department of Botany, cleared competitive exams KSET and has published 2 book chapters. I now request Dr. Royal D'Souza to read the list of School of Information Science and Technology.
Good morning all. Sambhrama awardees from School of Information Science and Technology. Dr. Vidya Kumari has been awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science by Mangaluru University for her thesis title Biometric Encoding and Authentication Protocols for Secured Digital Payment. She is also having 3 paper publications. Ms. Rashmi. She has published 2 research articles and authored 1 book chapter. Ms. Vinaya Durga M. She has published one research article. Dr. Royal Pravin D'Souza has been awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for the title A Novel Approach for Agricultural Crop Yield Prediction using Soft Computing Technique, also having one research paper in Scopus and published one patent. Dr. Priyadarshini has been awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for Student Satisfaction Analysis and Recommendation System using Assembled Learning Approaches, also published one patent. Mr. Santosh Notakar He has been awarded MJS project worth rupees 2,10,000, also published patent and one book chapter. He also won first place in International Wikicode competition, selected as a jury member for the Philippines country Wiki Science competition, received 2.5 lakh grant from the Wikimedia Foundation, USA. Mr. Pratik Ramesh cleared KSET competitive examination. Dr. Jeevan Pinto he has published one research article. Dr. Emalata N published two research article papers. Dr. Santosh B is having 3 research articles and 8 book chapters. Ms. Annapurna Shetty, she has published 8 research articles, including 2 articles in Scopus Q1 journal. Ms. Prafulla, she is having 1 book chapter publication. Ms. Shirley Andrade, she is having 1 MJS project worth rupees 2,20,000 and published 2 research articles. Over to Dr. Vidya Vinuta D'Souza to read out the list of School of Arts and Humanities. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. List of awardees from School of Arts and Humanities. Dr. Alwyn Stephen Misketh has received a MJS grant of 1,20,000. Dr. Reggie P. John has received a MJS grant of 1,20,000 and also written a book chapter and has successfully published a patent. Dr. Prithvi M. has received a MJS grant of 70,000. Dr. P.P. Sajimon has published 3 research articles, including 1 in Scopus Index Journal, published 4 book chapters, authored 9 books, has updated qualification which is postdoctoral from Srinivas University. Dr. Mona Jacqueline Mendonça has published one research article and one book chapter. Dr. Joan Rita O'Brien has published one research article. Dr. Shweta Raskina So Dr. Joan Rita O'Brien has published one research article. Dr. Shweta Raskina has published two research articles, including Scopus Index Journal. Dr. Florin Shalomit-Sons has published two research articles, authored one book, and authored one book chapter. Mr. Alvin de Souza has received certificate of Best Paper Presenter in a two-day national conference on artificial intelligence, a multidisciplinary approach in research. Ms. Maria Shaila de Souza has published one research article. Dr. Shakila Hegde Dr. Shakila Hegde has co-authored research articles including UGC approved and Scopus, and also co-authored two books. Dr. Gerald de Silva Dr. Gerald de Silva has published one research article. Dr. Roshan Montero Dr. Roshan Montero has published one research article and authored one book. Ms. Sheedal Kereji has published research articles in Scopus Q2 journals. Dr. Udaya received doctorate degree for the thesis titled Role of University Grants Commission in the Development of College Libraries in the Mangalore and Mysore regions, and has published one research paper. Mr. Sanjeeva N. has published two research articles. Dr. Vinola Sandra Sequeira has completed her PhD with the thesis titled Women and Child Healthcare Services, a study in Dakshina Kannada district, has one research article publication and has written one book. Ms. Carol Cheryl Pereira has authored and co-authored 3 books. Dr. Vidya Vinuta de Souza has 2 research articles published. Over to Dr. Manuel Thauro to read the list of School of Commerce, Finance and Accountancy.
Good morning to everyone. I have the list of achievers from my School of Commerce, Finance and Accountancy to receive Sambhrama 2026 awards. Dr. Carolina Jennifer has one research paper and one chapter in the book published. Dr. Suchitra was awarded PhD by Srinivas University for her thesis titled Sustainable Women Entrepreneurship, a study in coastal Karnataka. Dr. Bharati R. has published a book and contributed chapters in that. Dr. Matilda Veronica Pius has 2 research articles published, 1 book chapter and a patent. She also has received a research grant from MJS amounting to rupees 80,000. Ms. Sarita Krasta has published 1 research article with ISSN. Dr. Dishal Lavinus Fernandez was awarded PhD by Srinivas University for her thesis titled A Study on the Emerging Trends in Online Purchase Decisions for Lifestyle Products among the Youth in Udupi District. Ms. Renita Arana has received a research grant funded by MJS amounting to rupees 90,000 and also published 2 research articles. Mr. Avinash N has authored 1 book and published a patent. Ms. Rachel Disha D'Souza has published 2 research articles. Mr. Arjun Prakash received grant for Indian Knowledge System Center of St. Aloysius University for the project titled Parampara in Practice, Role of Traditional Communities in Tolunadu in Psychological Stress Release and Social Harmony through Ritual Practices. He has also completed MBA from Olivet University. Mr. Deepak KV has published 3 research articles and authored 3 book chapters. Ms. Anisha Kulal has published 1 research paper. Dr. Zina Flavia D'Souza published 1 research paper and co-authored 3 books and also authored 4 books and contributed chapters and has 1 patent. Mr. Srinidhi BS has 1 research article published, 1 book authored, and has completed his MBA in HR from Indira Gandhi National Open University. Dr. Joan D'Souza has paper publication and also has completed MBA from Olivet University. Dr. Nivedita was awarded PhD for her thesis titled Impact of Large-Scale Retailing on Consumers and Small Traders, a study with reference to Dakshina Kannada district. Ms. Nandini has completed a research grant funded by MJS amounting to rupees 70,000. Mr. Shakin Raj has completed MBA from Olivet University. And also Dr. Smita has completed MBA from Olivet University. Ms. Helma Preeti Rodriguez has published 1 research article with impact factor of 8.6. Thank you. Over to Dr. Rajini Suresh for further announcements from her school.
Good morning. I'm very proud to announce the list of Sambhrama awardees from the School of Business and Management. To begin with, Mr. Sonal Stephen Lobo has received the Best Paper Award at the two-day National Conference on Artificial Intelligence, a multidisciplinary approach in research. Dr. Mamata has published one research article in UGC Care-Reviewed International Journal of Research and Analytics Reviews. Mrs. Claret Vinaya Pereira has published 3 research articles. Mr. Ayush Kotari has published 4 research articles, authored 2 books, 1 book chapter, and won the Best Paper Award titled AI Revolution in Real Time, Unpacking the Market Ripples of DeepSeek RI on the Wall Street and Shanghai, an event study, and secured second best position, Best Paper Award at the International Conference on Business Analytics and Intelligence. Dr. Rima Jennifer De Silva published 1 book chapter in Springer and has a patent publication. Dr. Beena Days has published 1 research article in the International Journal of Advances in Business and Management Research. Dr. Rajni Suresh has published 2 research articles, including 1 in Scopus Q1 Journal. Dr. Sumita Achar has received 2 Best Paper Awards, published 1 research article in Springer, authored 1 book chapter, and received PhD guideship. Dr. Father Kiran Koth has published 1 research article in the International Insurance Law Review. Dr. Stephen D'Souza has received the Best Paper Award for the paper titled Artificial Intelligence as a Catalyst for Innovation in Academic Research, published 1 research article in a peer-reviewed journal and 1 chapter in a textbook. Professor Edmund J.P. Frank has authored the book Understanding Crime, Prison and Forensic, published by St. Aloysius College Prakashana in October 2025. He was also honored by Pope Leo XIV on 14 December 2025 with an audience and a gift at St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican, followed by a personal invitation from the Cardinal Zerni, SJ, in recognition of his work for the downtrodden and the underprivileged, particularly in transforming the lives of prisoners. Miss Prima Victorian Tauro has published 1 book chapter in Scopus Index Springer Publishers and authored 1 book. She has also completed her MBA from the prestigious Olivet University. Miss Anne Verghese has 1 book chapter publication and has also qualified at the NTA-NET examination in 2025. Miss Nayana Shri has 1 book chapter Dr. Rowena Wright has one book chapter publication in Springer. Dr. Swapna Rose has authored one book chapter, and her student Nakshatra has published along with her an article in a Scopus Index journal. This publication is a significant outcome of a research grant granted by MJES. Ms. Tripti has cleared KSET 2025. Over to Dr. Anup Denzel Vegas to lead the list of students of School of Languages and Cultural Sciences. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. From the School of Languages and Cultural Studies, Dr. Sylvia Rego, for books authored and translation of folk tales in Tulu, Konkani and Bahari languages. Dr. Melissa Govius, for books and chapter published. I think she's on leave today. Next, Ms. Merlin Flavy D'Souza, for the book chapter published, Exploring Financial Autonomy in Women Amidst Patriarchy through the lens of the movie Abhiman. Next, Dr. Malvika Manisha Lobo, for PhD completed from the Department of Languages, Foreign Languages, University, Hyderabad, under the guidance of Dr. Chinnadevi Singadi. The title is The Cartography of the Postmodern Picaro in Select Works of Salman Rushdie. And also, she has a certificate in teaching English to speakers of other language from CELTA, that is British Council, Cambridge English School. Dr. Gopika L. Ramesh, for the research article published, that is Crossing Borders, Breaking Boundaries, Enduring Indian Cultural Identity in Trinidadian Carnival, and also another book chapter published, that is Neo-Colonial Bearings on the Trinidadian Literary Landscape by Taylor and Francis, and her PhD degree completed on the title Negotiating Personhood in Post-Colonial Trinidad, Reading Public Spaces in Select Novels of Earl Lovelace. From the Department of Kannada, Dr. Dinesh Naik, for the research grant of 1,20,000 MJES, that is the title project Dalit Representation in Yakshagana, and also books and chapters published, and a short story that is published. From the Department of Hindi, Dr. Sandhya Yusesikar, a STRIDE project, Bhutharadhane, the Social Cultural Studies of Tulunadu. Claps, please. Because I'll be coming again 2 to 3 times. And next, Miss Royce Rekha Braggs, for her paper publication, that is Bharatiya Mahilon Ka Hindi Sahitya Mein Yogdan, Parampara or Parivartan, the UGC listed journal. And from the School of Vocational Studies, Miss Charolyn Menezes, for the paper publication and a book authored on rural marketing for the BBA students. She has done it with Dr. V. Basil Hans. She has also published a research article, that is Collaborative Efforts for Meaningful Corporate Governance, in the journal Juni Kayat. Yes. And Miss Aldrina A.M. for clearing KSET 2025. From the Department of Konkani, Mrs. Flora Castellino, for the 4 Konkani short stories translated to Kannada, for being the resource person for creative writing workshop for UG students at Sacred Heart College, Madyantar on 5th October. And she also directed the Konkani play. And this play won the 3rd place in All India Konkani Drama Competition held on 30th November at Mumbai. I call upon Dr. Ruben to read the list of the School of Engineering.
So good morning everyone. Proudly presenting the Sambhrama awardees from the School of Engineering. Dr. Praveen B. D'Souza for publishing 2 articles in Scopus Q2 journals, and he also published 8 research articles in conference proceedings. Put your hands together even as we appreciate Dr. Praveen. Dr. Geeta Mabel Pindo, she has published a research paper in the Scopus Q1 journal of the Royal Society of Chemistry. She also became the research guide. She was also awarded the MJES fund for 2.2 lakhs. Dr. Glenson Tony for being awarded his doctoral PhD from Amity University for his thesis, Design and Development of Adaptive Headlamps Using Deep Learning Techniques. He also has a research paper published in the Q1 Index Journal. From the non-teaching staff, may I call Mrs. Chandrakala Naik for her books authored Balavika Likar Saraswat Etigasa. Put your hands together, you can appreciate ma'am. Once again, over to Dr. Anup Densil to read the names of the retired and the retiring staff. Thank you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, before I go down to the retiring staff, I do not know whether you know about it, that there is today some special awards and prizes. Do you know about it? Okay, what is it? This is for the schools. So it's not only claps, but also noise that counts. Because I wish every one of you belong to a school. No answer? Yes. Yes. And every school should be awarded. It looks like as if every school needs it, but every school won't get it. There are only 3 schools who have qualified for this, and the benchmark is set on quality, innovation, and institutional contribution, embodying the true spirit of excellence. So which are those schools? As I call out the names, I want the deans, and if by chance the dean is absent, the associate dean to come up and collect your certificate and whatever goes with that. And also give us that, good spirit so that next time it will be a different school. So anyone for guesses? No, you have to begin guessing your own school. Then it so happens that it goes to the others. And you have to again be happy and make more noise because they got it. So shall we begin? Okay. So the first school is, you have to all look towards the chapel side. Yes, exactly. And that is Physical Sciences, the first one. The dean or the associate dean, please come up and collect your certificate and prize from the vice chancellor and the registrar. All can come, like students coming up, no? Yes, please. And others, make some noise, some claps. I, being with the students, I am always with sound and noise. This looks too quiet for me. Okay, and second one is again, you have to still continue looking towards the chapel because it's Easter season. And it is School of Life Sciences. The dean, associate dean. Yeah, the claps have dried like summer. It should keep on raining. We have to rain claps. I don't know, Jayant must have an interview with these deans, I think, whether they ever believed that they would come to this position. And then this time a little bit of change. We have to change and look towards the other side, where always we say a lot of noise comes, no? Students keep on making a lot of noise, and teachers from other side always fear going to that place. Yeah, but we need not fear for the teachers because they have done it. The School of Business and Management. Yeah. I guess the teacher should make as much noise as the Arupe block. So, next time, some other schools with better performance, all the best. I have the privilege of calling Dr. Shalini Ayyappa for her 25 years of service to the institution. So you have to clap at least 25 times to complete 25. Yes. No, this is not 25. This has become 12 or 13. Yes. Come on, keep counting. Mathematics. Yes, ma'am. "25 is over." Okay, again, from 25, 24 till 1. The opposite counting. Okay, now you have more and more of clapping. You know why? Because it is more than 25 years. To begin with, Dr. Mukunda Prabhu from the Hindi department. I'm not sure whether sir is here. Next is Mr. Henry D. Almeida from the office of the Arupe block. A very charming person. Every time you go there, no smiles dry. Thank you, sir, for your service to St. Aloysius. I think even when I was born, sir was here. Go on. Again, reminder to clap. Till they exit, we have to clap. The next person, my teacher, Dr. Charles Furtado, the director of the admin block, for his fruitful service to the institution. I became deaf, I can't hear claps now. Yeah. Sir has seen many generations, and I think some of his students, including our VC, is also here. Next, Dr. Narayan Mulya from the Department of Electronics. Sir has come like a charming young man today. I saw him as he came for the photo. Sir will continue in AI maybe, because electronics and AI somewhere will merge together in years to come. Thank you, sir, for your service to the institution. Ten points for the school who clapped very good on this occasion. So 10 points over there. Next one, Mr. Jimmy Souza K, the attender from the chemistry department. So the chemistry teachers, you know, sir, and the valuable service he has given, especially in the laboratory, the chemistry laboratory. Touched many students. We could see as a big farewell for him. The next person, Dr. Elias Gerald de Silva from the MSW department. Yes, sir is coming running because IPL matches are going on. Yes, sir, please. The next name is A Break for the Boys. Now it is Miss Jennifer Ida Mascarenas from the Chair of Extension Services. Why no claps? Yeah. Sometimes I think when the claps go down, it's a shock, I think. You never thought these people have retired. Next person, Mr. Arvind D'Souza, the lab attender from Microbiology Department, that is the lab. I guess those who have gone for duty to the block, whoever it is, Arupe or admin, sir would always give a welcome smile and at least talk a few words. That is about sir for you. The next person, Shri Albert D'Souza. Only the front benchers are clapping. Back benchers, because we can see clearly from the stage. He is the lab attender from the botany department. I think you can ask about plants. Okay, the next person is little bit away from our campus, but within the campus. But she is the same person because There are 3 different names, signifies the same person. Miss Farita Norma Francine Vegas from the B8. Claps, more claps, more. Yeah, madam is saying, give me more. I think father should answer this question, what more? Yes, and the last is the good news. The good news is, this is the last time you're clapping. This is the last person. Dr. Shashi Kiran Nivas, the research coordinator. Yes. Okay, and last one more time, claps. For whom, you know? For me to go and sit back. And for all those people who stood and did the felicitation for so long. For all of them. And for yourself. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a loud round of applause once again to all the award recipients. And thank you to each presenter for highlighting the outstanding achievements of our faculty. It is a matter of great honor and pride to have with us our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Ronald Nazareth, the registrar of our university, whose vast experience in academic, administration, and his valuable contributions to higher education makes his presence truly inspiring for all of us gathered here. His insights and words of wisdom are sure to guide, motivate, and leave a lasting impression on this august gathering. With great respect, I invite Dr. Ronald Nazareth to address the gathering.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Reverend Dr. Praveen Martis, the conveners of Sambhrama 2026, Ms. Binni Chan and Ms. Aldrina, all the achievers, awardees of Sambhrama 2026, all officials of the university, and dear friends. Indeed, a great honor for me to be part of the awarding ceremony. I am deeply humbled, greatly honored. Today is achievement celebration, and giving award to the achiever is itself is the biggest award I consider. Dear friends, whenever we join this institution, there is a mandate for us. I joined this institution as a teacher, lecturer, like many of us. Some of us probably into the administrative and supportive staff. There was a clear mandate to teach. And we have done, we have taught, and we established ourselves in our own domain, done the examination, evaluation, the results are out, supported our students for extracurricular. All this responsibility we have done. And today is the time to celebrate additional extra mile what we have walked. And that is a additional, extra mile. And when we say extra mile, obviously, that extra mile has to be a mile of passion, rightly said by our MC when we started with. Extra mile with perseverance and for a purpose. Therefore, whenever we celebrate like this, there is a deeper meaning than just the achievement, deeper meaning of passion, deeper meaning of perseverance, deeper meaning of purpose. And you know, if you look at the landscape of higher education, especially in teaching, the role of teacher kept on evolving, kept on changing. Initially, it was a teacher-centric. Teacher was the one giving information, passing on the knowledge. That was the role of a teacher when you look at teacher-centric. But today, we talk about student-centric. The role of a teacher is not just pass on the information, but create, being inspiration. The teacher role is creating the knowledge, creating the new knowledge, becoming innovators, and build the institution. Even NEP 2020 talks about it. And therefore, it is not just passing on the information, it is the integral formation, including the knowledge creation, research, and therefore, whatever extra mile we walked are formation, integral part of the education. And therefore, these extra miles, extra things, what we do, has to be looked at a different perspective of education. Whenever I talk about the perspective of education, I'm just reminded of a little story of a small child asking his dad to take him to a mela, that is the fun fair. Small child of about 3 years, when dad comes home, continuously requesting dad to take to the fun fair or mela. And dad was exhausted on that day, like many of us, after the heavy work at the institution or the industry where he was in. But when child requesting, reluctantly, father said, why to disappoint? Let me take. He took the child to the mela, that is the fun fair, and holding hand in hand, both of them, the father and child, are entering to the fun fair or mela. And after some time, within very short time, something extraordinary, something what they didn't expect happen. The child is telling, Dada, within 5 minutes, Dada, I'm exhausted. Let us go back home. I cannot stand here further. The dad says, you only asked. It was challenging for me after the heavy work of the workplace. And you requested, let us be there for some more time. The child says, no, impossible. Let us go home. Reluctantly, dad says, okay, as you say. And that time he saw the child's shoes lace has come out, and just dad bends down, trying to tie the shoelace of the child. And from that angle, from that height, the dad looks at the fair, the fun fair. And from that angle, from that view, when dad sees, he couldn't see anything. From that height, he could see a few legs of people, some poles, the carpet, the table, nothing beyond that. At that point, dad realizes this child is unable to enjoy, see what is there in the fun fair totally. Suddenly, he lifts that child, hold him to the shoulders, and the moment the child is there on the shoulder, transformation. The child start enjoying the funfair, the light, the color, the beauty of the fair, and never said, let us go back. Sometime when we are at the field of education, every work when we do, when we look at the perspective, in the vision of the institution, then it becomes a meaningful, purposeful. Many a time when we do the work, maybe the assignments, the timeline, the benchmarks, what we are there, the research component of it, the project work, what we talk about, individually, when you look at them, it may look like a routine. But if you come up and see with a broader perspective of the vision of the institution, where exactly this institution to be after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and to that vision, if I feel I'm contributing, then the work what we do becomes a purpose, becomes a vision. And therefore, it is an invitation whenever we are celebrating the Sambhrama, this additional mile, extra mile what we add, the work need to be converted into passion. And that passion has to be seen as contribution to the vision. And fortunately, under the leadership of Honorable Vice Chancellor, the university is very clear about what is our 5 years plan, what is our 10-year strategic plan, where we want to see ourselves after 25 years. And unless and until we contribute to it passionately, all of us, when we say contribute, the university's vision it is, and definitely schools have to support. From where the support to the school? Definitely it is the contribution by the department. And how come department gets the contribution? You and me as a faculty members need to be very systematic in achieving the target, what we need to achieve. That is the strategic plan, what we have. Therefore, I congratulate you all. For about 1 hour, all of us were in that path. Therefore, this journey is celebration of journey today. Celebration of journey of achievement with a purpose. And therefore, at this juncture, I would just want to specify 1 or 2 points or 3 points, how exactly we can achieve those goals. One thing what I prefer we need to have is the consistency. And consistency is a hallmark, probably at Aloysius, most of us, and I was a part of this Sambhrama for very many years, and I can see practically from the beginning till now, there are some faculty members consistently achieving that. Therefore, this consistency has to be hallmark, and this consistency will come when we have a proper planning. And therefore, when we celebrate like this, instead of putting all our work at the last minute, instead of publishing all our work when we are about to submit our thesis, if we plan well our activities, we can contribute better. Therefore, consistency is the one where we need to imbibe on. Second one is a clarity. All of us may not be good in all things what we do. Therefore, it is wonderful gesture today. School-wise we have come, and we could see school-wise when the achievement is there, people are achieving from different the sections, different criteria they have achieved. And therefore, it is a time for us to probably understand clearly who is good at what. If somebody is good at research, let us give more time for it, for the research. Recently, I was a part of a delegation from our university to O.P. Jindal University, where we are amazed with the way in which faculty evaluation has been done there. In the faculty evaluation, in a nutshell, there are 2 components they evaluate. One is teaching, one is research. If the person has to remain in the institution, they take student feedback. Every once in 3 months, they take the student feedback. And out of the 7 points, if the faculty must get 3 points. They evaluate research also. For every faculty, publishing in one Scopus index paper is mandatory. That's a baseline. Now, the priority given is beyond. If the research, the faculty, instead of publishing one paper, if the publishes 3 papers, they also okay with having the evaluation of the student, instead of getting 7 points, they're okay with 5 points. Because the teaching evaluation is compensated by the research. But by chance, if the faculty is publishing in only one research faculty, the Scopus index, getting minimum 6 is mandatory. Otherwise, the person will not be there in the institution. And that means they are allowed to identify their preference or given with that path, different paths. And Honorable Vice Chancellor also has given direction to the institutional operations to find out the interest of the faculty, and it is important for us to be very clear when we want to achieve which path we need to. And third point, which I just want to highlight on, is let us be lifelong learners. The beauty of teaching profession is our age continuously increases, but the student whom we are interacting, their age remains the same. Every time we get the same age group. And that means these teach us a lot. And therefore, all of us in the teaching field, we have to find out the signs of times and evolve ourselves continuously, learn from a student, learn from the system, learn from the administration, learn from the education scenario by itself, so that we become lifelong learners. And therefore, at this Sambhrama Day, I am extremely happy to be part of this. I congratulate each one of you for your wonderful, excellent achievement in the field beyond the curriculum. Let us celebrate this. Let us find out, let us say that we are doing this for a purpose, to achieve a clarity, clear vision, the vision of the institution, which becomes my own vision. And this vision to get, let us go with the clarity in what we want to do. Let us be consistent in our work. And when we become lifelong learners, achieving the greater goals, taking to our university to greater height is possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful and inspiring address. Your words have indeed enriched our thoughts and will continue to guide us in our academic and professional journeys. We now move on to the presidential address. It is our privilege to be guided by a visionary leader whose commitment to academic excellence and holistic development continues to shape the future of this institution. I invite Reverend Dr. Praveen Martis SJ, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, to deliver the presidential address.
Respected Dr. Ronald Nazareth, Registrar, St. Aloysius University, Ms. Bindi Chan and Ms. Aldrina, the conveners, the research director, the directors, the deans, and members of the faculty. It's a very special day for us as we celebrate Sambhrama. The very word itself is something that we really celebrate our achievements. We started this, I think, in 2014 or so, and after that we have been continuing, and we have seen the progress of our faculty over the years. So we have evolved and we are doing better and better. I think that is something very nice to see. I would like to congratulate all the achievers who have really made us proud at St. Aloysius. Almost about 150 of you. Is out of 300, 150, almost 50%. So another 50% has to be achieved. So that's another bigger target that we have. I think that is where you will have to see who are your friends and how do we really achieve that target. I think it was very less when we started, maybe started with 20%, reached 30, 40, now come to 50. But then the challenge before us is much more, because we were a college initially, then we became autonomous college, now we are a university. So the challenges are much, much more than what it was earlier, especially for university. So far, if you were a college with this progress, we could have been happier, but then Jesuits have got a very strong excellence hallmark that is called Magis. Even when you are happy, the Jesuits are not happy, or our philosophy is not very happy. It's not always the greatest, it's the greater and greater and greater. So ad majorem Dei gloriam, that is means for the greater glory of God. So I was always questioned by this word greater. What is that? Whether there is a stop. So according to Jesuit philosophy, it was started by our founder, there is no stop at all. Even when you're the greatest, even when you're the best in the world, we have to do something more. So we are not satisfied in the sense, dil mange more. No, it is Pepsi. I always remember the ad of Pepsi. So it has to come from the heart. Dil mange more, that means we'll have to love something. Yesterday, for the Good Friday, I was preaching. And something I was remembering, why it is called to be a good, on a tragic day or a dark day, we call it as a good day. That means only because God loved us. And that is the reason we call it as a good day. He has died for our sins because He loved us. So we are here today celebrating this only because we love whatever profession that we have chosen. Another one, we love whatever we do, love the institution. That is where we can progress. If that doesn't come in, the immediate thing would come in is the stress. Immediate thing that would come in is an anxiety. Immediate thing that would come in is how long this kind of a practice. And there is a fear, there's a pain, and all that is not for us. It starts with us and also it goes to the others. And we then don't enjoy, and the whole culture we don't enjoy. So that is where I would start with the love. Whether we truly love what we are doing it. When we truly love what we are doing it, what happens is you are totally in it. That you would like the profession, the particular subject that you have chosen, that you would like to be in it, what is more to be discovered, what is more to be done. So constantly you are at it. So then what happens is not a journey of anxiety, rather a journey of joy. That I am in it, and I would like to read something more, I would like to contribute. See, up to 12th standard is fine. So far is fine in our country, but if you go to the other countries in Europe and in USA, if you have to teach in the primary, you require a PhD. Now that is where you need to, actually, I would say we require PhD there more than that we do it here. In the higher education, definitely we require, but we require more because we are evolving. Dr. Ronald Nazareth beautifully put it across that we are evolving all the time. Let's say about 40 years ago, when you joined here as professors, your challenges were different. They did not ask you to do research. They did not ask you to publish papers. They asked you to maintain the classroom and lecture it and then move on. But then over the years, it has evolved. Things have changed. Now the people who are joined might be wondering, if I was joined then 40 years ago, how nice it would have been. Only I had to teach and then go home without doing much of research. Yes, they had other challenges maybe, or we're just evolving. We do not know what were their difficulties. It looks like to see from our angle to their angle now. But now we are here. We have got NEP, we have got rankings. All such things have come. They all evolved recently. They were not there. Rankings were not there. NAC was not there. The net was not there. All those things have evolved in just last 30 years. Now, how lucky would have been those principles? I was always thinking about my time. When I came, I had to always go after the people and then do all this for the sake of ranking and the NAC. So every generation would look at that point of view. Now, but then we are in this particular generation, and the times we cannot just escape. Now we will have to look at from that point of view, how we need to really work on. So when you look at from that point of view, we'll have to see that the benchmark has really gone above, and we need to really work hard, and we need to really achieve if we want to be in practice. Otherwise, we'll be slowly moving out of this picture, because many of the institutions are going out. the new age institutions are coming up. Now, new age institutions are like Jindal. We recently from St. Aloysius, 5 of us went there. The new age because just started in 2009 and number 1 in the country at the moment in QS ranking. So just about 15 years. Another one is Ashoka University, started in 2014. Then there's a Shivanada University, started in 2017. The Kriya University started in 2020. They're all now become the best of universities in India. Whereas we are very old, and not only we, the older institutions struggle because the older that we are, because we enjoyed the past and we need to change. Change is the most difficult part of our life. Anywhere for that matter, whatever that we do, somebody wants you to change that you're already comfortable. It's not easy. So that is, I would say, is our challenge. That we are asked to change at this moment. While the younger ones, maybe they are getting into that easily, like these younger universities. But the senior ones find it difficult because we achieved, we have done something. Now why this when you are growing older? When you grow older also things are difficult for us and to work on. So we need to now strike a balance. The seniors now need to guide the younger ones and collectively we need to move forward. An institution just does not go alone. Institution has to go together. That's what I would say that school-wise, as Dr. Ronald put it beautifully, one is consistency. Some of you know who are consistent here. One is Dr. Chandrasekhar. I see him last, I think, 8-10 years. Continuously, he has been one of them who comes on stage. So that I asked him once, why do you do so? He said, I got a dream. I got an ambition. I want to see that I want to come on stage. I think if each one of us today go back home and say, you got 1 year for the next Sambhrama, I want to come on stage. I want to come on stage, you know what are the categories. Now you say, one of the categories I would like to achieve and come on stage. So 50 would become 75 and then definitely it will become 100. So if you find it difficult how to come on stage, there are already 150 of them have come on stage. You can just go humble enough, either school-wise or maybe the ones who achieved can become humble enough, go to them and say, shall we do it together? Both ways it is possible, either bottom up or top down. Let us understand that because we need to move forward. As a university, can we do it together? Collectively, the department-wise, then the school-wise, and the institution. Together we can take it forward because we do not have time like the older institutions, like the earlier times. The challenges are more. We also as an institution would like to get into QS ranking or THE ranking or there is a ARWU ranking. These are 3 major rankings in the world. So India itself is struggling and many other institutions are attaining there to become or to enter into one of these 3 rankings that we need to have minimum 1,000 QS Scopus index papers. Minimum. Otherwise you can't even apply for it. Where are we? We may be around 150 papers. Now we need to come to that level. Recently I visited, apart from this, Jindal and Ashoka University, there's a very good institution in Kuttikanam called Marian College. It's just a college. It has also got very good grade, 3.71. So about 4 years ago, their Scopus index journals were about 30. In just 4 years' time, it is 500. Just a college. Because I am the Xavier president now, I go around to encourage many other institutions to become university. So we are encouraging them to become a university. So just in 4 years' time, they succeeded in achieving 500 QS ranking papers. How did they achieve it? They all came together and they started giving these incentives. And one professor from the Department of Computer Science produced 34 QS ranked papers, Q1. How did it possible? I asked this person because I'm a very curious person to know how was that possible. So that person says very simple, not very difficult. See, these days we need to collaborate. How do you collaborate? This person says, I got 20 collaborators. So I am collaborating with the university abroad, university in India. I'm writing this constantly to them. Shall we collaborate? Each one of the collaborators, I'm writing 2 papers. So that's how this person has achieved. And also got enough and more money. We also started giving incentives of 25,000 and 15,000. That institution gave only 10,000. Just imagine this person 10,000 into 34 papers, and that year how much that person has received. So this is another way of trying to see, apart from the salary, you can also make some money in the sense of incentives, but that becomes a rewarding thing for you. And you can also achieve it. It's possible. All of us can do, because we already have about 45 collaborations all over the world. 45 collaborations. Just say one of you decides to collaborate with 4 of these institutions, and say your field is management or maybe physics or chemistry. I would just start writing one article with one of those professors. So automatically what happens, your contribution is slowly increasing and you feel what you are getting it. So there are different ways of getting it done. So I am planning to call this Marian College principal is the one who is responsible for this. The young man who did that, and the management gave him, is a layman in a diocesan university college. So they gave him complete freedom, and he managed with this idea. I'm planning to call him here so that some of us can sit with him and say how 30 to 500 in just 3 years' time they could achieve it. So that means things are not difficult for us, isn't it? We are a university, it is possible. I'm going around and identifying how it is possible, why we can't do it. Maybe I identified a major problem is because of the change. But many of you have overcome that change. And some of us are struggling, but then it's okay. It's a way of doing things. All of us cannot do, all of us cannot reach that level, but some of you have already overcome. I'm quite happy that many of you have overcome and succeeded in that, so we are moving towards that. And others may find it difficult, that's the way that we move on. But then we are all here collectively sitting together, hand-holding one another and saying that we will work together. We will achieve this. So I'm hopefully another about 3 to 5 years' time, we should have at least 600 to 800 QS ranking publications. That's what I'm looking at it. I'm sure that you also have that dream, and some of them are knocking and head saying that, yes, we can, why only 800,000, no? Some of them are saying 1,000. So if you are 1,000, then you can directly get into QS, you can at least apply. They can't even apply for it. So that is where we need to understand where we need to go forward. It's not very difficult. We are 300 of us. Each of us write 2 articles. We are already there into 600. And maybe one collaboration, we are there already 900. And then research students are there. Their one article, we're already in 1,200. I don't think it is very difficult, isn't it? So let's say each one does something. It's like a drop. It's like a spring. I would like to give you a metaphor. Metaphor of a deep well. Deep well, the waters also are deep, and it does not dry. Why doesn't it dry? Because there is a spring that constantly comes up. Because that's the reason there's a deep well. So let us also be deep well, because this 146-year-old institution is a deep well. Okay, the spring is already there, rather strong. Now we have to start drinking from that spring and say that there is a life. And the life is for us only research and creation of knowledge. From where to where? From a teaching institution in 1880. For almost 100 years, we were a teaching institution. That was very nice. But then now the challenges are more. We remember people like Father Leo and others who really, even in those days, encouraged many of you, and we have started that work. And some of you began now as a university. All of us need to begin with that kind of a journey. So let us work together and do it together. Single-handedly, when we see, it looks as very enormous task, but collectively and when you work together in a team, I think this is not a task at all. That you can easily achieve. If others can do it, why can't I do it? That's how St. Ignatius started. He was a simple layman. When he looked at Dominic, when he looked at Francis Assisi, if they could be saint, why can't I be? So we are in such a tradition of an institution. If Jindal can do it, Ashoka can do it just in 10 years' time, why can't St. Aloysius do it? Same founders' image, founders' thinking, founders' question, we can do it, and we can always remain in this field and contribute a lot. So once again, I thank all of you for doing so. Many of you are getting retired. They have worked at this institution for a longer time. I would like to congratulate them for serving this institution for such a long time. Others for 25 years. And many of you also encouraging others and working together. There is a very good teamwork that I see over the years, and all of you are happily and enjoying this particular tradition of a university. Let us continuously do so. And also remember, unfortunately, our rector would have been here today, and he is not here. He is in the hospital. Continuously pray for him. He requires a lot of prayer so that he can come back to us and that he can join us soon. So thank you. God bless us.
Thank you, Father, for your inspiring and forward-looking address. Your words encourage us to strive for excellence while remaining grounded in our values and purpose. As we come to the close of this wonderful celebration, it is time to express our gratitude. I invite Ms. Aldrina, co-convener of today's program, to propose the vote of thanks.
A very good morning to everyone present here. As we come to the close of this beautiful celebration, it's my privilege to propose this vote of thanks. First and foremost, I extend my warm thank you to the institutions for their contribution and continuous support for all the faculty members. Programs like this inspire us and encourage us to give our best. A special thank you to Reverend Father Praveen Martis S.J., Vice Chancellor and the President of today's program, for his continuous encouragement, his visionary leadership, and unwavering support to every member of this institution. Your guidance motivates us in achieving more and more every day. I would also like to thank Dr. Ronan Nazrat, Registrar, St. Aloysius deemed to be University, and also the chief guest of today's program for gracing this occasion and making this celebration more meaningful with his words and presence. Our heartfelt thank you to all the directors and deans who continuously support their respective schools and departments for making the time to read out the names of the awardees with warmth and pride. A special thank you to Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty, Dean of Research, for his constant support and guidance. A special thanks to our MC as well for taking this occasion very gracefully, and also to Anup sir. A huge appreciation goes to the entire Sambhrama team for their tireless effort behind the scene, from carefully sorting out the names and flawfully, successfully conducting this event. A special note of thanks to Bini Chan, the convener of the program, for her coordination, dedication, and constant effort in bringing this program together so beautifully. And finally, congratulations once again to all the awardees. May this recognition be just one of the many milestone awards. Wishing you all more awards, great achievements, and continuous success every year. Thank you and have a blessed afternoon.
Thank you, ma'am. For the kind attention of all the Best Paper awardees, the cash amount will be directly credited to your bank accounts. With hearts full of gratitude and minds inspired by today's celebration, we conclude Sambhrama 2026. Thank you all for your presence and participation. Wishing you a wonderful day ahead.